Genesis Space, a decentralized Facebook built on blockchain. A traditional social network is built on a server. Servers dominate everything in the network, from users' data to the rules users have to follow. There is no server in Genesis Space Network. The social network is governed entirely by its users in a democratic way. Users' data are protected by their private keys, so no one can steal or sell the data. While users' data cannot be traded, the content that is created by users can bring in revenue to the network. In Facebook, the revenue becomes the income of Facebook Inc., where in Genesis, the profit is shared among users. There are 5 roles in Genesis Space. Developers develop dApps to enrich the functionalities of Genesis. Basic functions such as transactions, instant messaging, and content publishing will be developed by the Genesis founding team. Developers profit from selling the dApps in a dApp store. There is no server to store user data in Genesis Space. Some users contribute their hard drive and provide storage service for a fee. These users are called landholders in Genesis Space. Anyone can become a landholder as long as he is willing to lease out his hard drive. Of course, all the data he stores will be encrypted and can be unlocked only by its owners with their private keys. Senators are also called block producers. They are tirelessly recording all activities that's happening in Genesis Space, from transactions to messages. The work they do is sometimes called mining. They are rewarded by tokens for their work. In Genesis, senators are elected and governed by a unique set of rules called DDPoS consensus. Justice is the most critical role in Genesis Space Network. They are responsible for making sure the whole network evolves towards a direction most favorable to all users. They do that by organizing voting campaigns to upgrade system constitution. Justice are a group of people who have a long-term stake of the system. The founders of Genesis Space will play a big role in Justice. Finally, users. Anyone can become a Genesis Space user by simply activating a private key. Users can earn tokens via various ways, most simply by just staying online. Developers, landowners, senators, justice, and users connect to one another in a peer-to-peer network and elect a democratic consensus mechanism to govern their relationships and setting the responsibilities and benefits. Genesis Space has an important concept called virtual country. Each virtual country is basically a separated sidechain that can have its own way of governance. A virtual country is a group of people plus a collection of dApps. Genesis is the next generation social network, sometimes referred to by developers as Decentralized Autonomous Organization, or DAO, an unstoppable computer network that cannot be controlled by any single authority. dApps add various functionalities to the network, enabling people to do transactions, communicating with each other, or publishing thoughts freely. Genesis, the next generation social network. Genesis